NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The hill running right through it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz now on first down. That's complete to Jeffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Ajayi. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now it's Ajayi. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He may try and run for this. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And that might be Titan football. It is. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Mariota now on second down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down, Mariota being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On third down, Henry. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota forced out to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep. So into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is a giant, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They run with a giant, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First and 10. Here's Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wentz now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Correa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Escaping the pressure right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing now is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Can't have enough good pass-catching tight ends in the NFL. And the Eagles, they wanted to replenish their stock. They lost Trey Burton in the offseason, so they selected Dallas Goedert out of South Dakota State in the 2nd round, and he is nothing but a big-time pass catcher.
What a great story, because South Dakota State didn't offer him a scholarship out of high school. He walked on there.
Yeah, so now Zach Ertz has a running mate at tight end.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Shorty.
On first down, Wentz. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Keep it rolling.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Moving backwards on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Working out of the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, this is Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Throwing, Mariota. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Come on now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota to throw it. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. Staying on his feet. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Taken in at the 11. Out come the Titans now. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Tate. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down, here's Wentz. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
We're good.
Wentz to throw again. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ram. 81.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to throw. Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. To throw is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. For Dallas Goedert, a really cool moment. His first NFL touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.